I'm scared that if I finally stop trying to fix myself, I won't have an identity left. Have you ever realized that you've spent your entire youth just preparing for a life you're never actually allowed to start living? I looked at my Instagram saved folder the other day, and it honestly made me want to cry. It was a bunch of self-help, productivity guides, videos on how to heal my inner child, how to fix my dopamine receptors, how to sleep better, think better, just a bunch of things I need to work on tomorrow. I've spent the last 3 years of my life treating myself like a software update that's permanently stuck at 99%, always waiting for the next patch, always waiting to finally be healed enough, or disciplined enough, or emotionally mature enough to just go out and exist. But the finish line never actually comes. You just keep moving it. And I think I'm finally ready to admit that I'm just incredibly, deeply tired of working on myself. We've actually turned the normal, messy, beautiful experience of being a human being into a medical condition that needs to be cured. Like, not being a millionaire is weird, when you should always be bettering yourself every second of the day. If you get sad for a couple of days, it's not just a bad week anymore. It's a dopamine crash or an emotional regression that you need to fix with a cold plunge and a gratitude journal. If you have a weird, awkward interaction with a stranger, you don't just laugh it off. You spend 3 hours on TikTok diagnosing yourself with 5 different social anxieties. The internet has given us this massive, clinical vocabulary to describe our souls. And all it's done is make us hyper-aware of every single microscopic flaw we have. We've been convinced that we are constantly broken. And because we think we're broken, we've turned self-improvement into a multi-billion-dollar religion. We buy the planners, we download the meditation apps, we track our sleep cycles like we're science experiments. But you can't optimize a soul. You can't treat your heart like a business that needs to show quarterly growth. When we turn our personalities into projects, we stop seeing ourselves as people. We just see a list of bugs that need to be patched out. There was this moment last Tuesday. I had my morning completely planned out. Wake up at 6, meditate for 15 minutes, write in my journal, read 10 pages of a philosophy book, and then make a perfectly balanced breakfast. And instead, I woke up, looked at the ceiling, and just didn't want to do any of it. I ended up lying in bed until 9, eating cold pizza straight from the box, staring out the window at a stray cat sitting on the fence. My room was a bit messy. My hair was a disaster. I hadn't ticked a single box on my to-do list. And for the first time in months, my chest didn't feel tight. I wasn't anxious. I was just there. I was just a 20-year-old kid eating cold pizza, watching a cat. And it made me realize how much of my anxiety didn't actually come from my flaws. It came from the exhausting, relentless pressure to eliminate those flaws. The misery wasn't coming from my messy room. It was coming from the fact that I had decided a messy room made me a failing human being. We've forgotten that some of the best parts of us are the messy, unoptimized bits. Your weird, chaotic sense of humor. The way you get hyper-fixated on random hobbies for 2 weeks and then completely abandon them. The fact that you cry at stupid commercials. If you optimize all of that away, what's actually left? Just a very efficient, very boring robot. We are all haunted by this imaginary version of ourselves. You know exactly who they are. They wake up early, they never scroll on their phone, they have perfect boundaries, they work out 5 times a week, and they always know exactly what to say. We spend all of our energy trying to build a bridge to reach this ideal version of us. But that person isn't real. They are a ghost, created by algorithms and marketing campaigns designed to make you feel inadequate, so you'll buy more things. You are not a house that needs to be constantly remodeled. You don't need to knock down a wall every weekend just because some designer on the internet said it's out of style. You are the person living in the house. And at some point, you have have to stop painting the walls, sit down on the couch, and actually enjoy the view. So, I'm inviting you, if you're as tired as I am, to do this. Stop it. Stop trying to do the morning routine, the productivity hacks. Don't get me wrong. Still try to be a good person. Work when needed. And try to take care of your body. But we gotta be officially done treating our lives like corporate performance reviews. Shit is so tiring. I'm gonna buy a car just so I can smash it at 200 kilometers an hour. Fuck school, fuck money, fuck work. Fuck everything, seriously, bro.